Welcome back to Sports Jam. It's been a great start to the season for the Park Center girls basketball team as we speak to them after a win on the road here at Rogers and joined by a couple of the Pirates. And starting with today, Griffin, and obviously you guys have played some really good teams so far early in the season. You know, how do you feel about what this team has done so far?
I feel like we've become more disciplined throughout the year. It took a lot to get there, but we're definitely working for it. We want to get to the state championship because the way we went out last year wasn't the greatest, and I think we're all more hungry now and more humble than we were before.
Yeah, you have really the same team back from a year ago, which doesn't happen that often in high school sports. You know, how much difference does it make to have everybody know each other's game and just to be on the same page like that?
It helps us build more chemistry. Like, it gives us that of like, okay, it's the same people, no one's new, everybody knows what to expect, everybody knows their role, everybody knows what to do, and then we just work hard and get the job done.
Are you kind of glad that you got some really good opponents right away, like in the breakdown, back-to-back days, two really tough teams? Is that something that is good for this team?
Yes, because when we get to the state championship, we're only going to see good teams. Like, we're going to have to be expected to, you know, beat Hopkins, beat Wayzata, you know, so those types of things are going to push us to be the better team and show everybody else what we can do.
Now, we said you've already played some good teams, but you mentioned a couple of them that you've got coming up still later this month. You're going to be hosting Wayzata, and then you got Hopkins coming over in your tournament right at the end of the year. You know, how much do you look forward to those challenges also?
I'm ready. I know my team's ready, and we just going to come out and show out and do what we got to do to get the win.
All right, Tanae, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And Aaliyah Ragulen, one of the seniors in the backcourt on this team. You know, your team came out tonight, was not quite as close a game, but how did you feel about the way the club played out here at Rogers?
Today was definitely our best team game. We moved the ball a lot, got open shots, everybody got theirs, we ate together, and it was really fun.
Defensively, you guys started to frustrate them, and you know, right before halftime, it was really looking like things were going your way because of that. Is that fun when you really clamp down on a team like that?
It is, because defense fuels our offense, so knowing that we're working hard and we earn the good shots that we get and we shut down their best player come the second half. So,
one thing I kind of like about your team too is it seems like all of your starters have kind of slightly different things that you bring to the table. Is that fun when you have that mix like that?
It is, because all the different aspects together is something really special, and then when everybody can do a little bit of everything, it's something good.
Tanae made a little bit of mention of that loss to Spring Lake Park in the playoffs last year, and I know it's kind of a painful memory, but how have you guys used that to your benefit so far this year?
It definitely woke us up. We now know that we have to stay humble, and like she said, we got hungrier, and we're coming back for everybody this year. That was never going to happen again, and we're ready for state.
I know you've got some games coming up before then, but you know, you've got Wayzata on your schedule. They're ranked number 2. You've got Hopkins at the end of the month. Do you look forward to those challenges? Is this team ready to see that kind of competition?
For sure. Those are the games that we live for. They're the most fun. That's what we work for throughout the whole season, and we can't wait to give them a good game.
Besides those games too, you've got, you know, like your district rival Osseo ahead too. And have you guys talked about that you got to make sure each game matters just as much to us too?
Oh, yeah, especially since our loss last year to Spring Lake Park, we can't overlook anybody, so we take it one game at a time, getting ready for state.
All right, thanks so much for joining us, and have fun the rest of the season here.
Thank you.
All right, Aaliyah Ragulen for Park Center girls basketball along with Tanae Griffin as they have started the season 5-0 and playing very well here after a win over Rogers.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.